trying to moderate his effort for the time being. Movistar doing a lot of work. This is for Enric Mas, not shown his face just yet. Uran is here as well. You can see him looming large, centre of the road, just next to Izagirre, who's on his shoulders in the red and white of Cofidis. Meanwhile, Colombian champion does come through to take a turn. Doesn't want to let James Knox off the leash. But JP Lopez playing a blinder here for Trek. He has a look over his shoulder as well. They have to share the duty. Turn onto the climb goes for James Knox. Everyone else is going to have to make the same turn, so they'll drift to the right-hand side of the road to make the left-hand turn onto the climb. And spearing up, almost dive-bombing up the inside is Danny Martinez. Wants to improve position. He's now moved up to position 6. He's almost on the shoulder here of Jonas Vingegaard, has been dragged into position at the moment, dragged along to the party. And right now, James Knox is having one all on his own. There's the Flamme Rouge. Starts to just pick into this one. Takes a left-hander. He drives into this right now. And this is where the incline really starts to pick up. We're talking 21%, 22%, 25% at the very last in some of the turns here. This is brilliant. James Knox stamping on the pedal. Look behind, and here come the pack, and they're just about to absorb here both Chavez and Lopez, who are, and it's a modest margin indeed. And here comes Chavez just closing that gap. He's dragged through onto it. Will he now be able to just go around his man? Let's wait and see. Everybody else is coming to join the fun. Attila Volta is doing a great job. That's Jonas Vingegaard right there. And also on his shoulders is Richard Carapaz. Just behind them is Enric Mas as well. The greats have come to the fore, and they're starting to shred to the side of the road, picking them off. That's James Knox who's gone right now. They're folding over each other. There goes Lopez in one last throw of the dice, but who else is left behind? That's the question. Vingegaard on the back wheel of Attila Volta. You can also see Richard Carapaz, whose friend and colleague. Chavez has done such a great job for him. Little bit of a plateau here as they come into the fans, and the grind goes on. And if you want somebody who can grind anyone to dust, it's Attila Volta, the Hungarian champion. There he is, and on his back wheel is Jonas Vingegaard. When does Vingegaard press go? That's the question, Brian.
Yeah, onto the steepest part now, and I really don't know what Lopez was doing at the bottom. He was concerned with Chavez. I don't think he should have been, but Volta leading Vingegaard now with Carapaz just propped on the wheel. Enric Mas lurking as well, just on the wheel of Carapaz. So a little bit of a respite, and then we turn right. And this is the steepest part all the way to the finish. Here we go, up past the vineyard, and Vingegaard now has got no other option other than to go for it. It's Higuita. Oh, and he's rammed. Higuita gets taken to the barriers here, tangles up, and that, disaster for Richard Carapaz as well. And this has thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. Vingegaard goes for it, and he's got Enric Mas upon his wheel. What an absolute nightmare. Landers still believes that he can drag himself back into this one. What a shame we had that collision. Get back to that in a moment, but Vingegaard here is on a march, and look at the gaps he's posting here, and on this kind of incline, this counts for an awful lot of seconds. Vingegaard has a look over his shoulder. Mas tries to pick it up. There is Lander as well. Izagirre's in the frame, equally so, but it's going to be Vingegaard here. It's damage limitation for those behind. Enric Mas trying to close the gap. Lander's going mano a mano with him. Suddenly a little bit of a plateau, is it? Oh, he's got to drive on. He's out of the saddle once again. Tough this most certainly as it's designed to be. Here's a hardened section, the very line itself. Boom, he takes it. Brilliant work. Lander in second place ahead of Mas, and then we'll have to ponder. There is Izagirre, and that is Godot. And my life, what drama we have had here. JP Lopez comes across the line. Likewise, the blue young jersey of Baggioli here. What a shame. What an absolute disaster for Richard Carapaz. Tangled up in a tangle. Doesn't get tougher than that. And it doesn't get better than this. That's what it feels like to win a day like this. And just look at Vingegaard. This is a man who, of course, can dominate in all kinds of terrain. And he's had a big day today on a very short and very sharp finale.